Missed an episode of your favorite podcast? Choose from over a decade of content in our archives, not just the latest episode. All free at gcnlive.com.
Good morning, greetings, friends, and welcome to The Bright Side, your nutritional program dedicated to the understanding of the vast world of nutrition and nutritional supplementation. I'm your host, Pharmacist Ben, nutritional pharmacist from Boulder, Colorado. I specialize in using nutritional supplements where other healthcare practitioners use toxic pharmaceutical drugs and sometimes deadly medical procedures. If you suspect that there are natural nutritional roads to your vitality, to your health and well-being, and to addressing your health challenges, whatever they may be, but you don't know where to begin, you have come to the right place. As you listen to The Bright Side every day, you are more and more in control of your body. You are more and more knowledgeable, and you know you can overcome any health issue. That's why we are here every day on The Bright Side, helping clear up the sometimes confusing world of nutrition and nutritional supplementation. Over the last 28 years of practicing pharmacy, I have seen drug-free recoveries from diabetes and hypertension and obesity and skin diseases like acne and psoriasis and eczema and rosacea, digestive ailments, autoimmune issues of all kinds, recoveries that by the standards of modern medicine can only be called a miracle. But what is in the world of the body, what is in the world of biology, standard operating procedure. Because the human biological system is a healing system, it's a regenerating system, it is designed divinely to heal and renew itself on a moment-to-moment basis. And while some folks may call that healing, renewing, regenerating system a miracle, it really is no miracle at all. It is simply the way the body works. If you have questions about health or nutrition or prescription drugs, if you want to get off your meds and get on a good nutritional supplement program, if you want to help a loved one get off their medication and get on a good nutritional supplement program, we're here for you. We welcome your phone calls on The Bright Side. We are your health advocates, your nutrition advocates. And we want to hear from you. 844-236-6010. 844-236-6010 is our number today and every day on The Bright Side. If you have questions about the longevity products, ingredients, formulations, something you may have read about or heard about on the news, let us help you. 844-236-6010 is our number today on The Bright Side. If you want to purchase any of the longevity products you hear advertised on the program, you can call the Bright Side Ben phone team at 866-735-2470. That's 866-735-2470. You can also head over to my website, brightsideben.com, or my blog, pharmacistben.com. Take a look at the shopping cart and the products that are all up on the website. You can also check out the news stories and blog posts up at pharmacistben.com. We update them regularly. Thank you to my webmaster, Robert Lundgren, for setting that up. And if you want to join the Bright Side Ben team for a one-time $10 fee, you can start yourself a longevity business, earn all the thank you checks that you can get from helping spread the word about the power and importance of a good nutritional supplement program, or you can just get your products at the wholesale price, all for a one-time $10 fee. 866-735-2470 is the phone number for the Bright Side Ben phone team. You can also click on the Join the Team link up at brightsideben.com. Okay, welcome back to The Bright Side, friends. We've been spending a lot of time talking about anxiety and mental health issues, keeping in mind the caveat that we need to distinguish emotional issues, psychological issues, depression, bipolar disorder, PTSD, OCD, obsessive compulsive disorder, anxiety. Keeping in mind that we need to distinguish these from other health challenges that are more strictly physical, if it's possible that you can really distinguish these two. But you want to make a little bit of a distinction in the sense that mental health means that there are psychological aspects of our well-being that we can address. When you have OCD or anxiety issues or bipolar disorder, it's not always strictly a physical issue, and it's not like you can just take magnesium or you can just take melatonin and your anxiety will go away or OCD will go away. I've been dealing with folks who have bipolar disorder and OCD for a long time. My dad has OCD, actually. And what I noticed is people who have OCD and people who have bipolar disorder and people who have emotional disorders in general tend to have a history of some kind of trauma, psychological trauma, either in the case of PTSD. Obviously, we know that people come back from military kinds of situations, well, World War II and Vietnam, etc., and Iraq and Afghanistan. Of course, soldiers come back with PTSD. So we know there's trauma that's associated with PTSD and OCD, but there's also childhood trauma issues that can be involved with psychological health problems. There was a study that came out a long time ago called the ACE study, the Adverse Childhood Experience Study, and there was a very clear link between adverse childhood experiences and not just physical health issues. There was a link between adverse childhood experiences and physical issues, but there was a very clear link between adverse childhood experiences and mental health issues. All of this is to say that if we're dealing with psychological problems, it's not just a nutritional supplement problem, it's not just a dietary problem. You got to use strategies like mental health strategies, meditation, relaxation, mindfulness, focusing our attention, gratitude, looking around for something positive, asking questions like what's right, not what's wrong. These are all mental health strategies that may seem to be nebulous and fuzzy, but they really represent powerful ways that we can stabilize, or at least to a certain extent gain control over our moods and over our emotions. So I'm not marginalizing the importance of using mental health and psychological strategies to take care of anxiety and OCD and bipolar and PTSD. I'm not marginalizing these at all. In fact, I'm recommending, I'm saying you gotta focus on these kinds of strategies if we're dealing with psychological issues. You gotta focus on relaxation techniques and mindfulness techniques and learning how to focus our attention and gratitude, etc. But while mental health and emotional health issues can be addressed and need to be addressed on this mental and emotional level, mental health issue means you got to focus on mental health. There's still a lot we can do from a nutritional standpoint, and there is still going to be a nutritional deficiency aspect to most mental health and emotional and psychological health issues. So yes, you absolutely, positively want to be using mental health and psychological health strategies, but there's lots you can do from a nutritional and dietary food standpoint. One of the most notable instances of the relationship between the foods we eat and the moods we have involves grains. Last week we talked to a caller who was curious about the health value of whole grains. She actually was very surprised when I was telling her that she got to be very careful with grains. I'm not saying to anybody that there's not value to grains. There is some food value to grains, clearly. However, if you're dealing with an inflammatory health issue, which is pretty much all degenerative disease issues, you got to be careful about eating grains, even if they're whole grains. And this gal was very surprised, and this is a common concern. I hear this all the time because we're inundated with messaging from marketers and from marketing companies and advertising and food producers about the importance of whole grains. Marketers are flooding the Safeways and King Soopers of the world with crappy products that tout their whole grain content. Go look at a box of Lucky Charms. Certainly not a health food, or Sugar Frosted Flakes, or many crappy cereals that are out on the marketplace. By the way, if you're interested in really delving into the crappy nature of cereals, read a book called Beating the Food Giants. It's a wonderful book written by a guy who's shocked to find out about what cereal really was and why there's seemingly 1,000 different boxes of cereal all made by 3 or 4 companies. If you go to the supermarket, there's a lot of money to be made in cereal because of the process. The cereal making process is a way of turning very little product into a big box that can be sold for $3. There's machinery in place, and this is what this guy talks about. I think his name was Paul Tippett, I believe. I'll have to look that up. In any case, his book is called Beating the Food Giants. He's a food scientist. When he graduated school, he talks about this in his book, when he graduated school, he went to work for, I think it was Quaker, and he was shocked to find out that these companies, these cereal-making companies had figured out how to take grains and puff them up with air using high-tech machinery so that you could get a whole box of something, a whole box of supposed food out of just a tiny little bit of grain. In other words, the profit margin on these things is huge. And this is why, and then they throw in the sugar, of course, and then we get everybody, especially children, get addicted to it, and then you throw in the advertising, the cartoons, and the marketing, and the mascots, and you can see why there's 1,000 different boxes of cereal, or different types of cereal at the supermarket. It's huge, huge, huge profit margin. There's very little food value associated with cereals, breakfast cereals. The whole breakfast cereal scam is unbelievable. There's another interesting book called Cerealizing America, which is written by a marketer who talks about the marketing that's associated with cereals. 2 really cool books if you're interested in the cereal business, and it is a fascinating business. Beating the Food Giants and Cerealizing America. All right, a couple more things. Actually, I got a lot more I want to say about whole grains and the mythology of whole grains, and why it's not just gluten-free, why this gluten-free thing is just more marketing. All right, I'm Pharmacist Ben. You're listening to The Bright Side. 844-236-6010 is our number. We'll be back after this.
In an unpredictable world, it's good to know you are in control of food, your greatest dependency. Go Foods are storable for 25 years, quick fix, non-GMO, kosher, health store quality food at discount store prices delivered to your door. Go Foods is there when you need it most. Feed Your Frida package is available with up to 3 months of food for free. Call Go Foods at 1-800-648-9753 or on the web at www.storefoodnow.com.
Hi, this is Ted Anderson. Have you ever wondered why banks, stockbrokers, investment advisors won't talk about gold IRAs? They've been available since 1986, yet the financial industry won't recognize the value of gold for your retirement. Gold has outperformed paper investments, yet no word about IRAs. If you would like to have gold for your retirement, call 800-686-2237. Don't get left behind by rising inflation and low returns. Call 800-686-2237. Secure your future and call 1-800-686-2237.
Hi, John Hubner from Midas Resources. Are you tired of watching your hard-earned assets dwindle away? As government spending is out of hand and the Federal Reserve is creating in excess of $20 billion a week, are you tired of stockbrokers gambling away your hard-earned money? Is this market a setup for a crash greater than 1987? Too many of today's policies resemble those that led to the collapse of 1929. This is John Hubner, and that was me in 2007. And we all know what happened when the subprime credit bubble burst. By March 2009, the dollar lost 50% of its value. The entire U.S. banking system was on the verge of collapsing. Like all financial problems of the past, is history about to repeat itself? Call me, John Hubner, at 1-800-686-2237, extension 129, before it's too late to protect yourself. Will the oncoming catastrophe take all private IRAs, 401ks with it? There is a way to protect your hard-earned assets. Call me, John Hubner, at 1-800-686-2237, extension 129.
We all know that Berkey Water Purification Systems are the most trusted name in water filtration. As an authorized Berkey dealer for over 6 years and serving thousands of satisfied customers, the Berkey Guy offers amazing specials for Berkey Water Filtration Systems. The Berkey Light Systems include a set of self-sterilizing and recleanable black purification elements that purify water by removing chlorine, pathogenic bacteria, cysts, and parasites to non-detectable levels and remove harmful chemicals such as herbicides and pesticides. Order the Berkey Light System today, complete with 2 black Berkey elements for only $231, and the Berkey Guy will ship your order free of charge. With the purchase of a Berkey Light, the Berkey Guy is also offering a set of fluoride and arsenic filters for only $39.99. That's over 30% off the retail price. Call the Berkey Guy at 1-877-886-3653. That's 1-877-886-3653. Or order online at goberkey.com. That's goberkey.com today.
Yeah?
Did you want to see me, sir?
Well, I did, but now that I do, I'm not so sure.
Sir?
Johnson, I got a mission for you that could change your life.
Oh, good, sir.
It involves traveling halfway around the world without so much as half a clue of where you're going or what you're going to do when you get there.
Situation normal, sir?
Uh-huh. Well, I'll be leading this mission, Johnson, so I'll be telling you what to do.
You, sir?
That's right, Johnson, and I say first things first.
Oh, good plan, sir.
And what I say is first is food. Always remember that, Johnson. Food is a big deal.
Sir, my brother-in-law can get us a really good deal on some surplus MREs.
Johnson, if you've got half a brain and that empty head of yours, you'll call the freeze-dry guy like I did. That food is better for you, it rehydrates faster, and it's good, Johnson, and it keeps for up to 30 years.
Will we be gone that long, sir?
I hope not. Now get your supplies organized and meet me down to the pier at dawn on Sunday. We sail at sunrise.
Yes, sir.
This adventure is brought to you by the Freeze Dry Guy. Call 866-404-3663 or visit freezedryguy.com.
Not just an alternative to the mainstream media. We're the premier independent talk radio network. We are GCN.
Okay, welcome back to The Bright Side. I'm Pharmacist Ben. Thank you for being here. Our number, and we do have lines open at 844-236-6010, 844-236-6010. If you have questions about health or nutrition, if you want to get off your meds or help a loved one get off their medication, we can help you. 844-236-6010. Let us help you change your life today. Let us help you change the lives of loved ones, friends, or family members today as well. 844-236-6010. Of course, if you have questions about the longevity products, the ones I take and the ones I recommend, you can also give us a shout. 844-236-6010.